So welcome back guys. So in this lecture we will discuss three-phase balanced delta connection. So previously we discussed about star connection. Now we will discuss delta connection. Okay. So for discussing star connection I have mentioned the winding like this. Okay. So I am naming this as A dash A, B dash B and C dash C. Okay, so in star connection we have merged this and these terminals. This is one side of the terminal, this is another side. So these sides we have merged. Now for the delta connection what we will do is we will connect this opposite terminals, that A dash to B and B dash to C and C dash to A. So this is the delta connection. If you see like this, what is occurring, what a closed loop it is getting. That means you will be obtained like this, right? That is, this is A dash A, this is what A dash A, so A dash to B, so B to B dash, and now this will be what B dash is connecting to C and C to C dash. So this is form a delta. So this is a delta connection. This is a winding representation and this is a normal representation, delta representation. But we need to observe carefully is what this end opposite winding terminal is connected to initial terminal. This other terminal is connected to initial terminal. So this is the delta connection. Now we'll obtain, so as you already said that there will be a potential voltage will be developed here. So the voltage developed across this terminal is let us say VA dash, and this across this is VB B dash, and voltage across this is VC C dash. So we'll name this as in delta form. So the voltage which is obtained in across each winding will be represented in delta form. So voltage developed across A dash, that is A dash, how I will represent is like this. So the voltage developed is, I am naming as minus plus terminal A dash. Now this is A terminal. Okay, this is A terminal and this is A dash terminal. Okay, A terminal and A dash terminal. Now I want to represent the voltage produced across B. So how I will represent this? A dash should be connected to B, right? That means I will represent like this. So what is the voltage representing here is the what is the terminal here is A dash is connected to B, that is B here. So this is B connection and this is B dash connection. The voltage produced across this is B dash. Agree with me? Okay, the terminal representation is also important. How the terminal representation will be there? This is B dash, right? So this is B dash, this is main terminal. So this is plus and this is minus. And now this counting here, this is minus and this plus. Okay, the voltage produced across the C potential, how I will draw this? C B dash is connected to C. Okay, so this is C and this is C dash. The voltage representation is plus minus. Okay, now where the terminals will connect? So the potential voltage is developed here. The external voltage, the external terminals, the output terminals, where will take that? So this is a C terminal. Okay, and this is A terminal. So A, this is C, and what about this? This is B terminal. Okay, so the main output B, C, A. Okay, these are the output terminals of the generator. I already discussed in star. We'll take that. Now what is, these are the voltage. This is the VA dash. So the phase voltage is again it is developed with a 1 degrees of let us say the phase voltages V A dash equal to V phase with 0 degrees, and again B dash is equal to V phase at an angle of minus 120 degrees, and C dash angle of 240 degrees. Okay, say that means if you observe carefully, this A dash is a reference, right? A dash, VB dash is VB at an angle of minus 120 degrees. So if you see carefully, B dash, if you draw downwards, let us say this is the way our voltage is developed, right? This is A dash A, and B dash B, and C dash C. Okay, I am see this vector, it is in downward, it is coming downward. That means with the A dash, B dash is 180 degrees, 120 degrees difference. Say let us say if you draw this downwards, how it will represent like this, right? B dash B. Okay, this is A dash A, and if you take this vector to left side, C dash C, see this is 0 degrees, and VBB is 120 degrees minus 120 degrees lagging with A phase, and CC is minus 240 degrees. Okay, this is a phasor representation of voltage developed in delta form. Okay, so similar to that phasor representation which is formed in the star also, same with respect to here also, but there is a common difference between delta connection and star connection. We'll see that now. So for development of voltage across phases, what I said, voltage developed at each winding is called phase voltages. What about line voltages between two lines? So this is a line called, let us say this is C, right? And this is A, and this is B. Okay, this is A dash, this is B. Okay, so voltage between C and A is what? Line voltages, that is VCA. I am taking this plus and minus. Voltage across AB is what? VAB. Okay, plus minus. And voltage across CB is what? VCB. Agree with me? So this is the line voltages. What are the line voltages is VCA and VAB and VCB are line voltages. Line voltages. And VAA dash, VBB dash, and VCC dash are phase voltages. If you observe carefully, this is the line voltage, right? It is exactly equivalent to phase voltage, right? So VCA is equal to VCCA. Agree with me? So here one loop equation at it. Let's say the loop equation is minus VC dash C plus VCA equal to 0. Therefore, you will get the line voltage VCA will be equal to VCC dash. Similarly, if you have a loop here, what happens is minus VA dash plus VAB equal to 0. Therefore, the line voltage VAB equal to what? VAA dash. That means, similarly, it happens to these voltages, minus VAB and minus VCB. So, this is the voltage, right? That means, you are taking VCB means voltage across these two. This is voltage VCB. Okay. Again here the loop. Then what we will get here? Minus V. I am drawing loop like this. That means minus V B dash B plus minus VCB equal to 0. Therefore, you will get VCB equal to VBB dash. Okay. So ultimately, what I'm saying is the line voltages will equal to phase voltages in a delta connection. Okay, but it is not equal in star. This is the only difference. And when coming to currents, now what are the currents we observe here is, so what is the current in phase current? What is the phase current is flowing here is, let us say I am naming the current flowing through this phase or this AB phase and B phase. I am drawing like this. Why I am drawing like this means minus to positive. This is the source. From positive terminal current should exit. Therefore I am representing the current here. I is C dash. Okay, and now the current through A dash is this potential, this I A dash, and the current from this thing in downwards I need to represent, that is I B dash P. Okay, so these I C dash, so the phase line currents is, phase currents is A dash A dash A or A dash, and I B dash B and I C dash C are what? So we need to represent C dash, and this is as A dash A means A dash A. Okay, so we are taking from this direction, that is A dash to A, C dash to C, B dash to B. So therefore I need to represent as I C dash C, and okay, so these are phase currents. Then what about the line currents? So the line currents are, this is the line current IC, and this is a line current IA, and this is the line current IB. Therefore the line currents are IA, IB and IC. These are line currents. Now at any node, so if you observe, we observe three nodes here, like, so this is node A, node B, node C. So apply KCL at any node. So I wish to apply KCL at this node. So KCL at node A, let us say. So what happen is, current enter, what are the current entering is this is the current entering, and this IA, IC dash are current leaving. So current entering is IA A dash will be equal to IA plus IC dash C. Therefore IA will be equal to what? A dash minus IC dash. Now one thing you need to observe is, each phase current in delta, you will have a value of same magnitude, that is I phase value with an angle of 0 degrees. So if I am assuming that the voltage developed, and what is the voltage developed and the current are in phase. Okay, so A B dash, so I B dash equal to I phase at an angle of what? Minus 120 degrees. So same, and that means the whatever the voltage developed is in phase with the currents. Okay, C dash C equal to I phase at an angle of minus 240 degrees. So represent this I dash like this. Therefore IP0 minus of IP at an angle of minus 240 degrees. So I want to represent this in polar. This is the polar form. I have to represent in vector form. So IP can be represented in vector form as 1. So cos of 0 will get 1 here, minus of, so IP cos of minus 240 is minus 1 by 2 plus cos of sine of minus 240 will obtain root 3 by 2. take IP common here, therefore you will get IP common 1 plus 1 by 2 plus root 3 by 2. So further this is root 3 by 2 j. So further calculation, this 1 plus in complex mode 1 plus 1 by 2 plus root 3 by 2 with an angle of j. What you will getting is in polar form I made a mistake here. This is minus, you will get. Okay, minus of minus, right? So 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2, right? 3 by 2 minus root 3 by 2 angle of j. I need to convert this polar form. You obtain root 3 I phase at an angle of minus 30 degrees. Therefore, the line current IA equal to root 3 times of phase current with a lagging of 30 degrees. Okay, minus 30 degrees. And again you will get, this is the line current IA, and what are the current option in phase line current IB means IB equal to what here again? So the current IB, what is the current IB is? This is the current. So if we keep current IB equal to what? Apply KCL here. If we apply KCL there, so what is the line current is? IB dash B minus IA dash. So if you same solving, you will get IB equal to root 3 I phase at an angle of minus 150 degrees, and IC will be obtained. What is the IC value? IC dash minus IB dash, okay, B dash B. So therefore you will obtain I3 at an angle of phase of minus 240 degrees. Okay, so this is the phase voltages you obtain. So this IC is in phase with lagging with. So the polar representation, the vector representation, the phasor representation we will see now. Okay, so what are the things we obtain here is I'm writing again the phase currents. So the currents are I A dash A and I B dash B and I C dash C are phase currents, and IA, IB, IC are line currents. So the line current IA equal to what? IA dash A minus I C dash C, and phase current line current IB equal to what? IB dash B minus I A dash A, and IC equal to what? IC dash C minus IB dash B. Okay, so I'm taking this A dash as a reference. Okay, this is A dash A current which is already I said A dash is I phase at 0, IB dash means minus 120 degrees. So IB dash, this is B dash B, and IC dash is this IC dash C. Okay, so I want current IA. Okay, the line current I want. How will get the line current? So IA is the line current of phasor subtraction of I A dash and C C dash. I have already having I A dash A. To get minus of I C C dash means, so we will have the 180 degrees phase shift means this with same magnitude we will get minus I C C dash. So the resultant of this will be obtained of IA. Okay, this is the line current which is 30 degrees lagging. We obtained the line current IA equal to what? I root 3 I phase at an angle of minus 30 degrees. So IA is lagging with IA dash, that is IA dash is I phase. Okay, and similarly IB means what? IBB dash minus of IAA dash. So we are having IBB dash already. Now we need I minus IAA dash. That means the 180 degrees phase shift we will draw. So this is minus I A dash A. The phasor representation, the resultant of these two is IB. Okay, the IB, what is that IB is? How much degrees phase shift? Minus 150 degrees. Okay, from here to here it is 120 degrees, and again from here to here is 30 degrees. Total is 150 degrees. Agree with me? Therefore IB is root 3 with I phase of how much? Minus 150 degrees. Now again I need IC. What is IC? ICC dash minus of IBB dash. You are having ICC dash already. So I am taking IBB dash here. It is minus IBB dash. Therefore the resultant of this vector, this is value of IC. So what is the value of IC is? I think it is how much it is lagging. This is up to here it is 150 degrees. That means here to here is 180 degrees, and here to here is 30 plus 30. Therefore it is 180 60. So 240 plus 30 minus 270. Therefore IC equal to IP equal to minus 270 degrees. Okay, so what is IA, IB, IC is with respect to the phase current IAA dash. Okay, with respect to phase current IAA dash, IA, IB, IC are like this. Okay, so again line currents I can represent like this. So with this is IA, this is IB, and this is IC. Again these are individually 120 degrees phase shift. Okay, but with respect to this phase current IAA dash, IA is lagging. Okay, so in this is delta representation. All what is the delta representation? Main thing is line current is almost equal to root 3 times of phase current lagging with phase. But coming to before yesterday we have obtained the star connection. In that star connection, what are we observing? The line voltage is leading with the phase voltage with 30 degrees. Okay, with respect to this phase voltage only we are representing this line voltage VAB, VBC and VCA. Okay, but individually they are 120 degrees phase shift. Similarly line currents in delta also individually they are 120 degrees phase shifts, but with respect to the phase phase currents they are lagging. Okay, this is about delta connection, and these are the things, and we have similar to the star connection we have the advantages and disadvantages of delta connection also. The main advantages are, so what are the values we obtained? The line currents will equal to the phase voltages, the phase voltages will be equal to line voltages, and again the line current equal to what? Root 3 times of I phase. Therefore I phase equal to what? IL by root 3. Okay, So here what is the happening is the line phase current are 1/3 of line currents. That means the current is reducing here. So the current is reducing with 1/3 of, with compared to star. Okay, I am comparing with star. Okay, there the phase voltage is, phase current is equal to line current, but here phase current is 1/3 of line current. If current is reduced, what happens to resistance? It is increased. So if resistance is R equal to what? Rho L by A. If resistance is increased, means area of cross section will be reduced. That means the thickness of winding, so the amount of thickness of a winding for carrying the conductor, winding for carrying the capacity of current, conductor is reduced. Okay, compared to star. So the thickness is reduced. If the thickness is reduced, the current carrying capacity of a conductor is reduced. Therefore, this is about one advantage, and you have another advantage is so if any one of the winding is not connected, that means if this winding is removed, then also it produce in delta connection. There is a possibility that since there is not having any neutral, if any winding is disconnected, then the other voltage. So if this winding is disconnected, let us say if the winding is disconnected here, what happens here is they will produce a voltage here, right? So we'll give that to other loads. Okay, so these are all the one of the advantage in delta winding. So even though if it disconnected means with different loads, so the what are the load connected which are different also, this delta connection is acceptable. Therefore this delta connection is separately useful for unbalanced loading things. Okay, this is other for unbalanced loading, this is used, this delta connection is used. Okay, so this also having disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages means it does not have any neutral. Therefore we cannot give single supply to the single phase to the other loads, but it unbalanced loads, it is useful. Okay, this is about the delta connection, and these are the representation of phasors things. And okay, so in the next class we'll deal about the power relations of star, delta, and the load connections. Okay, so we'll discuss again this advantage disadvantage briefly. Okay, then there you will understand exactly in comparative way. Okay, thank you guys.